Hi everyone, today I'm going to be fixing the oscillation on this 14-inch Criterion 3-speed desk fan, which I got off Facebook Marketplace for cheap. So, as you can see, it doesn't oscillate from side to side like it should. This unit here on the back should be pushed down and start tilting from side to side, but it doesn't. So we're going to open it up and have a look at what might be causing this. Now I'm going to begin with the obvious, which is turning it off and unplugging it.
Now I need to get the front grille off. To do that, I need to undo this little screw on the bottom here, like so, and then undo the two clasps that hold the front grille on. Next, I'm going to unfasten the centre cap that holds the blades in place. You have to do this in a clockwise motion because obviously it has to hold the blades on when they're spinning. So remember that for when you put the blades back on, that it will be twisting anti-clockwise. Now in some cases the rear fan grille can be held on by screws or a number of plastic caps or something, but in this scenario it's just a little plastic nut which I've just taken off there, so it will come off without any screws needed in this case, but it may be different.
Now at this point you don't have to, but if you've got an old fan like me, which is a bit old and maybe needs a bit of lubrication on the bearings, you can get a bit of oil in there just to lubricate the bearings. I should probably point out that it is easier to oil the motor by putting the fan in an upright position like this, because then the oil just seeps in better. But anyway, back to the issue at hand here, which is the oscillation. Now, this thing here has literally just popped off in my hand as I was filming that. So what I'm going to do is try and open this up. Now, this is the tricky bit because there are usually about 4 clips that go around the surface of this, which just pop off like this, but as you can see with this one, you know, it's been bashed around a bit and 3 of them have managed to get snapped off. So we're just going to have to make do with trying to get the one out today, and I'm going to do that by just parting the plastic at the side here. As you can see, that's already coming off, so that's making things a bit easier for me. So I'm going to prise the screwdriver in here just like that, and the plastic should pop out. There we go, that's got it. So just looking at this fan, it's pretty obvious what's wrong with it. This prong here is supposed to be connected to this cog, but the linkage I suspect has been damaged by somebody yanking it up a little bit too hard or something perhaps. There's also supposed to be a little plastic bar here which stops the prong from coming out once it is attached to the cog, because obviously it would come out of the whole fan like it does at the moment. But anyway, what is supposed to happen is this turns the cog, which in turn is connected to this, which then turns this little cog, which powers the swivel motion. Now obviously it won't swivel at the moment because that's locked on, but there, to give you an idea, is what should happen. Now it can also be worth checking that none of the cogs have become dislodged in your fan. If you're watching this trying to work out what's wrong with your fan, it's always good to just check by turning the motor, for example, to check that these cogs go around okay, because if they're dislodged like that, then there's your problem straight away. And that these ones down here obviously go around without any issues, because if these screws are too tight, it can be sometimes that they just need a bit of oil on them or a bit of loosening, and then it should oscillate without any issues. So I need to fashion something to go in there to sort of make that cog swivel with this prong. Now I will go and see what I can find. So now I've finally filed the piece of wood down just enough to slot into the cog. Obviously you've got to make sure that it's quite tight in there, so it's not just going to pop straight back out again when you put it in the fan. So I'll just put it in there now, and as you can see the thing is staying still. I should mention that you can obviously use super glue or something to just glue this together so that it's definitely not going to come out, but just for today I'm just going to put the wood in and leave it like that. I may come back to this in the future if it doesn't stay in, but we'll just cross our fingers for now, because that should now work. As you can see, it's connected that, and it's not moving about anymore, which is good, because the motor should be the only thing that's doing any of the moving about here. So now I've just got to do the reassembly. So at last we have the fan reassembled. It did take me a little while to get the top cover back on, as obviously you saw earlier some of the clips are missing, but it's all reassembled now, so it should in theory be able to oscillate. Does it? Yes it does. It's tilting side to side, no problem, look at that. And all that from just a simple little bit of wood that's in there now. Well, I hope you found this video helpful on how to fix your average desk fan, this model being a Criterion 12-inch 3-speed desk fan. But yeah, that's working good as new now. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you do have any questions, please do let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them as best I can.
For more fan videos, restorations and repairs, please do consider subscribing because I'll be posting a lot more over the coming months, and thanks for watching.